Hey everyone, welcome back to Like Us. I'm Erin, your host through these bonus episode play-by-plays of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I feel like this may be kind of a quick episode this week. I didn't have that many notes, but I do have thoughts. And before we get into the show, let's get into this hot mic confessional. So I'm actually super excited. I'm literally bursting at the seams to be able to tell you guys that you can now play Like Us on your own from your home, your phone, your laptop. I literally just made that up right now, but it kind of sounded good. If you go to erinjw.com, ERINJ.com /keep score, you will see the Like Us Scorecard, which is completely free to use. It is free 99. You just type in the show and the cast names. And if people do stuff that you feel like is kind of like you type it in. You can give points. It will calculate all on its own once you hit submit, and it'll tell you who your top 5 cast members are and who the number 1 person is the most like you that episode. And I think it's super fun. It's easy to use. And again, it's free. And now you can have your own receipts, proof, and a timeline as we move through this year of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and make it to the reunion. I honestly, you guys, I love Housewives so much. It just feels like it's my sport. I've always felt like it was kind of just like, like you're yelling at the TV, you kind of pick sides. It's like the whole thing. You guys get it. You're here, you get it. And now you can play along. erinjw.com /keep score. Now let's get into the Housewives. Okay, so Kyle starts the episode and she grabs the wrong keys and all the cars are set up. And it's like, oh my God, tough life. She's like, I hate this. And like she's struggling because she has to drive the G-Wagon instead of the Range Rover. That's literally how the episode starts. And honestly, I feel like that's like one of the last lighthearted moments of the entire episode. Like, why is this episode so heavy? I think that's why I don't have a lot of notes, because it was like kind of a heavy episode. There were some moments here or there where we got like our hee-hees and our ha-has in, but it was just too much, like it was a lot. So we start after Kyle and her car debacle. Bose and Rachel start shopping. Rachel is vintage shopping. And they are talking about Amanda. And Rachel starts kind of dropping these breadcrumbs that she thinks Amanda is annoying. Now, in last week's episode, we saw Amanda in the car, yapping it up, doing too much. And Rachel has low-key had enough. And so she's kind of telling Bose, like, what's the deal with Amanda? And they start talking about it. Speaking of Amanda, we then go to Amanda, who's at her Newport Beach rental for the summer. Now, as a Californian, this is a thing that a lot of people do. A lot of friends growing up rented beach houses in Newport Beach over the summer. Amanda says they liked it so much last summer that now they just do it year round and they go to Newport every single weekend. That's lovely. That's cool. Newport Beach is fine. What was kind of like, I did raise my eyebrow, is Amanda's like, oh my God, it's like raising my kids in the 80s. And it's like, I don't know if it was because on the screen they were showing like a bunch of American flags, but like something about her being like, I'm like raising my kids in the 80s. I'm like, is she talking about like, it felt political in a way that I didn't like. I didn't like it. I'm like, girl, what are you in the 80s? Like, didn't you just tell them a couple weeks ago that you were born in the 80s? You weren't even there. You weren't even like bopping around in the 80s. What are you talking about? Just be normal and be like, it's great that my kids can play outside without screens. I don't know, whatever. So I'm going to be nice to Amanda this episode, by the way. Like I'm gonna be softer on Amanda this episode because it was a hard episode for Amanda and I feel bad for her and her situation. So we go back to Bose and Rachel and they're still talking about Amanda, and Bose like basically breaks the fourth wall. She like looks at the camera because she's like, yeah, Amanda's the money queen. And Rachel like can't even fathom what Bose is saying. Like she makes her say it so many times. And Bose is like, why am I repeating myself so much? She like looks at the camera and they ask Rachel, they're like, would you ever read a book called Rich as Fuck? And Rachel's like, no, I would never read a book like that. Like, ugh, like that's just not my vibe. I don't know if I would read a book called Rich as Fuck. I don't like, maybe, I don't know. I wouldn't title a book that, I don't think, but I think that was what she was going for. It was evocative, it gets the people going. So Rachel's shopping around, she's buying vintage pieces. And there was a moment where I felt like Rachel kind of got the first Like Us of the episode. When she's done shopping, she says, basta. And I love a little Spanish moment. I love a little, sometimes you got to just do a little Spanglish. You got to drop in a word here or there. Está bien? Anyways, it just rings true. That's all I'm saying. Like a little Spanglish rings true. So then we cut back to Amanda in Newport, and she's talking to Eddie. And by the way, I didn't even mention, like, in the moment when she's talking to Eddie, and she's like, P.S. I like Erica now. And it's like, I don't even know if Erica likes you, girl, but, like, glad you like Erica. When she keeps, like, misremembering and misinterpreting the moment that she wanted alcohol. And she's like, Erica called me boring, which, like, Erica didn't call her boring. Erica playfully teased her and said, boo, you have to drink. Like, that was being playful. But she's really misinterpreted that. And then she's like, oh, I don't know about Sutton. Like, I think Sutton was being mean to me. And Eddie's like, oh, well, there's only one moment before you, like, he didn't say, like, cut a bitch, but he, like, basically inferred that that's what Amanda was going to do. And I'm like, okay, we'll see. So Amanda starts asking Eddie, she's like, oh, so, like, how was bedtime while I was away in Sedona? Like, did the kids miss me? And he's like, no. And she's like, they didn't miss me even at bedtime? And he's like, no. And then the fact that she's, like, sad that her kids didn't miss her, which is, I don't know, I'm not a mom. So, you know, I'm not going to speak about motherhood, but it did feel a little thirsty, you know? Like, it's okay that the kids are well adjusted and cool with their dad. Like, that feels like a thing you should want, you know? Anyway, then we start getting into the sadness of the episode. And I think this is also kind of adds a layer to Amanda's character, which is that she had a recent loss in her life when one of her twins passed away shortly after they were born. And that's just so devastating. Like, I can't even, like, so horrifying and unimaginable loss. Can't even imagine. And so, like I said, I will be taking it easier on Amanda this episode. But there is one moment when we talk about the book later where, like, yikes. Ugh. But I do feel bad for her, and I feel like empathy is so important. And the whole purpose of this show is to provide empathy to women who are in media. And so this is where we're at. So we're gonna give Amanda grace for today. So we move on to Dorit. And Dorit is meeting with a new pair of managers. And she mentions that PK used to be her manager and now PK is not her manager. And she has these two gals who got her in a magazine. They got her a book deal. And I'm thinking, like, Dorit's managers are on it. They're like, no, baby, you will be working. And I like that. They're like, we see that your life is going to get better. And you know what? I think I see that for everybody. If you're listening to this podcast, I see nothing but good things happening in your life. We are rising together, an ascension together. More money and all the yummy food and all the yummy abundance that is coming our way. Amen. Okay, anyway, so Dorit is liking these new managers. She talks about getting a book deal, and I think that's really exciting. I remember her posting this actually on her social media, that a book would be coming out, a memoir. And people online were like, why does Dorit need a memoir? What is she even talk about? But I feel like there's parts of Dorit's story that we don't even really know, right? Like, there was this whole period of time pre-PK, pre-Housewives, where she was a designer and she's traveled a lot. And, you know, I would be interested to see what Dorit's perspective on her own life is. Now, I read one of the Housewives memoirs, and it was Erica Jane's Pretty Mess. And Erica Jane's memoir was pretty good. But I think Erica is someone who feels like they are very self-reflective. And I think that self-reflective people would probably be the best people to write memoirs, because they're able to kind of look at themselves from the outside in and look at themselves as, like, the character of who they are and what is interesting. And I felt like that was really well done in Erica's memoir. So anyways, Dorit's writing a book. Kyle and Sutton are doing a little bit of sauna time. But what really surprised me is they literally just go to the storefront to just go do the sauna and nothing else. And I just think to myself, there's no facial included. There's no massage included. If they were just going to do a sauna, like, Kyle and Sutton are both doing pretty well in life, and they don't have a sauna at their house. Like, it just feels like that's a thing that everyone's having at their house these days. Like, I plan to have a sauna at one of my future homes for sure. Like, you know, you can just go pop in, do the red light, infrared. You don't have to leave your house. I just thought it was surprising that neither one of them has that right now. So they sit in the sauna, and Kyle does what she does best. She runs and tells Sutton, oh, did you talk to Jennifer? She's like, talk to Jennifer about what? Oh, she was mad at you. And I love Kyle for that, because she's really good at just stirring the pot. She really remembers when people say things on camera or when they're mic'd up and when things will get repeated. And so that's what Kyle's doing in this situation. And Sutton is surprised, and she's like, I just find people so bewildering, or whatever she says. And Sutton's not wrong for that. But Sutton was wrong in how she snapped at Gentil. So we then move over to Bose. And Bose is going to Las Vegas for an egg retrieval. And I did give Bose a like us point for this. I am not going through IVF, but I feel like it's a thing that so many women go through. And I think it's really brave of Bose to show this journey. She's been showing herself do the shot. She's taken the cameras with her all the way up until surgery. And I just feel like that's really brave. And no judgment on all of this, but I do feel like it's quite a lot of work to do all of this for a man that you're not married to. Like, I don't know if I would be doing all of that, but you know, who am I to say? Do you, girl? I mean, maybe I'm just not grown for that enough. Like, Bose is probably like, look, I'm grown. I have a kid that's almost 18. You know, she's almost driving. This is the guy I want to be with. I'm almost 50. Like, you know, what the heck? And so, you know, power to her. But for me, I don't know if I'm doing all this for someone I'm not married to yet. Like, you better marry me and then we can talk about it. You know what I mean? But I guess like maybe because if they can't have kids, then they might not get married. I don't know. Like, see, it just feels we're not talking about this enough. We're not talking about this enough. We move on to Rachel Zoe, who is having a party at her house and the power is out, but the show must go on. And I want to take time to talk about these outfits because everyone looks so cool. And Erica is dressed differently than everybody. It's like she didn't get the memo that it was like celestial themed, but that's okay because she's in like a red mesh top with red pants. And so often people talk about those types of tops as being like, when you sweat, you get smelly. And I'm like, I've never had that happen to me, but I do love those tops. I just think they're so cute. And I like Erica in red. I think she looks great in red. It's like a really bold contrast against how blonde her hair is and that she kind of has like fairer features. And I think it just is icy and I really like it. Now we see Gentile and Rachel look like celestial queens. They look like visions. Rachel has a head crown. Gentile has this like long cape. Like, I want both of their clothes. They look great. And I like that Rachel says if she needed anyone's closet, it would be Jennifer Tilly's closet. And I think that's right. Jennifer Tilly has a great sense of style and has collected really great pieces. Sutton's also there. She's wearing a cute little pink dress, a little mini dress moment that has some sparkle. And Rachel's friend Natalie arrives. And Natalie is new. She was married to Simon Fuller. And I believe Natalie is one of the like quote unquote new girls on the show. Like she actually gets like kind of kissed in to be a new friend of, I believe, this episode. Or, well, yes, this episode, but I think this season overall. And so based off of Natalie's first dress, I love her. I love this woman. She's here with her booty out, short little dress. As Erica says, expensive hoe. It's a hoe dress. And I couldn't agree more. And I think that means that Natalie's probably objectively a good time and a fun person. And what's so funny is as Natalie walks up, Erica's like, I love it. And Sutton, you can see Sutton be a little uncomfortable. And she's like definitely side-eyeing Natalie a little bit. Like go back and watch the episode. And when Natalie walks up to give Rachel a hug, Sutton like looks at her like, And it's like Sutton can't help but to be a judgy Southern lady. And I love that for her. She shouldn't change. I don't like it, but I like that is who she is. And she should keep who she is. Dorit shows up. She's also in a celestial set. And I want that set. I love it. You guys, I love a two-piece set like that. Like a little flowy, a little chic. You're so comfy. They're like the best types of outfits to wear to a dinner party or something where you know that you're going to be like in heels and standing, but you still want to be comfortable. I love a set. And that celestial set that Dorit had on. At first, I'm going to be honest. On first watch, I was like, what the heck is Dorit wearing? And then on the second watch, I was like, oh, I get it. I understand. I get it. I get it. It looks comfy and the colors are cute. But the first time on first watch, I said, I don't know. On second watch, I was like, okay, I'm settled in. I'm here for it. Amanda then arrives. Amanda arrives with Kyle. Amanda's outfit looks like she's going to a networking event in a Marriott ballroom, but who am I to say? And I'm going to be honest, Kyle was wearing like a minty fit. Kyle and Amanda were a little subdued compared to everyone else. I'm going to say that in Sutton. Those three showed up dressed differently than everybody else. And even though Erica was dressed differently than everyone else, at least Erica was giving us like a moment, you know? Amanda was a little bland. Kyle, a little bland. They could have given more. So then everyone starts talking because now everyone has arrived. And Dorit shows that she is carrying a cute little new $11,000 purse. And everyone's like, where is this bag coming from? And she's like, I bought it myself because I have a book deal. And everyone cheers for her in a way that is so cute that they're like, book deal, book deal. And everyone got points. Everyone that chanted got a point because I love to chant. I love to chant. And sometimes the chant doesn't even have to make sense. Sometimes it does. Don't get me started during the Olympics time. During the Olympics, I will pull out a USA, and it's funny when you do it because everyone's like, it's camp. You know what I mean? Like chanting is so camp. And sometimes you just gotta do it. Like sometimes you just gotta chant. Book deal. Booked. I love it. I love that they did that. And I love that Kyle even more turns the chant into money. And it's like, yeah, that felt like a real friend. A real friend wants you to get your paper. A real friend wants you to get your bag, literally and figuratively. And that's what Kyle was doing to Dorit in that moment. And I liked that for them. It brought them closer. Just as everyone finishes chanting and cheering Dorit on for getting her book deal, she starts talking about the process, because in the room, there are people who've written books before, people like Rachel Zoe and Erica Jane. And so Dorit starts talking about the process of, I found the co-authors. It's a mother and daughter. I'm really excited about them, blah, blah, blah. And Amanda's like, a co-author, like a ghostwriter. And Dorit is very clever to be like, yeah, like a co-author is a ghostwriter. Yeah. And Amanda's like, I just wrote my book myself, which, okay, like that's good. People do that. A lot of people write books themselves. And a lot of people also use co-authors and ghostwriters. And it really just comes down to how much time you want to spend writing the book, what the turnaround time is, what the publishing house wants you to do. If you're self-publishing, you don't necessarily need to worry about those time constraints. But if you are someone who is trying to line up a book with other engagements or other kind of career opportunities, it does make sense to be on a tight timeline to work with co-authors who can make sure that you get to the finish line in the right time. I feel like I don't even need to explain that to y'all because, like, duh. But here Amanda goes, because she can't help it. We have all said, you belong in all the rooms, baby, but you sure as hell can't read them. Sure as hell can't read them. And finally, Dorit caught on to the joke, and she does say, for someone who's written a lot of books, she sure can't read the room, because Amanda can't read the room to save her life. Her timing is terrible. She's not paying attention. And so people didn't like that Amanda was trying to make Dorit feel bad about having a ghostwriter because it's rude. And you can see, if you look at the episode back, Sutton is so shocked. I'm going to post it on socials. I'm going to post this on my socials. Sutton is literally so shocked. She's just looking at her like, what? And Erica's looking at her like, huh? And then as soon as Dorit comes back with, honestly, Real Housewives of Atlanta season 4 level shade, well, you must have had a lot of time on your hands. I love it. It's subtle shade, but it was good. Yo, you didn't know you wrote the whole book yourself? You must have a lot of time. Slick. So then we all move on and the girls go gossip about Amanda in the corner. And by the way, while everyone is doing this, there's a psychic at this party. And we do get a flashback to the old psychic who told Kyle that Mauricio was never going to emotionally fulfill her. Surprise, surprise. I feel like the editors love to pull that footage out whenever they can. I feel like Kyle's probably sick of seeing that footage, mostly because it's her old face, but also because she is like, the psychic might have had a point, and it probably doesn't make her feel good. You know what I mean? And like, here we are talking about the time the psychic with the electronic cigarette was like, your man is never the right guy for you. Like that. Ugh. If I was Kyle, I would hate that footage, and I would be like, can we burn it? Burn the tapes. Like Watergate, like let's get rid of the tapes. Like that's what Kyle needs. Psychic gate. We need to get rid of the tapes. So the girls are meeting with the psychic. And I do like when they bring psychics on this show, but I don't know if the psychic is as in tune, as in touch, if the cameras made her nervous. I don't know. I don't feel like the psychic knew much about what was going on, respectfully. Everything was very vague. Everything was very generalized. Like even when they were like, oh my God, the power's out. And she was like, things are going to keep changing and you're going to keep adjusting. Like, is that a fortune? Are you foreseeing the future? Or are you just giving me words of kindness? Like, you know what I mean? Everything just felt very generic. So the psychic's meeting with everyone. And while that's happening, Sutton and Gentil go have a moment to the side because Gentil was talking ish. Sutton heard about it from Kyle. And she was like, I heard you were talking bad about me and it made me sad. And then Jennifer Tilly doesn't remember anything. And I actually believe her that she doesn't remember anything because I do think she was just yapping. Because we talked about that in that episode. Jennifer was in a chatty mood in Sedona. She was just chit, chatty Cathy. You know what I mean? And I think in her chit-chattingness and her being mad at Sutton for sniping at her, which she should not have done, she just was like, yeah, that's why Garcelle left her ass. Like, you know what I mean? She was being real to Kyle, and Kyle took that and manipulated it. And that used to get Kyle in trouble back in the day. But Jennifer Tilly is pretty non-confrontational, and I don't know if she cares that much. So she's just like, yeah, like, Sutton, you were being mean to me, and I talked about it. And Sutton's like, oh. And then they make up, and it really was a big nothing burger, because I don't think either one of them can afford to not be friends with each other. They can afford a lot of things in their life. Those women are very wealthy. They can afford a lot, but they can't afford not having each other as friends. And I think that that's the baseline of sometimes a good friendship, because you don't want to lose them. So they get over it really quickly. Everyone sits for dinner. And when they sit for dinner, Amanda goes to go talk to the psychic. And she asks the psychic if she's a medium. And the psychic is like, oh, sometimes, which like, and then she's like, I'm not getting anything. And it's like, you're not getting anything because you're probably not that real. Amanda did get, though, a Like Us point, because she said, I like woo shit. And so do I. So do I. And this was every week Amanda does something relatable. And like in the standings, she has been pretty consistent overall about like not necessarily moving up, not necessarily moving down, but she gets points every single week. So Amanda did get a point for saying that she likes woo-woo shit, because who among us doesn't? You know what I mean? We all do. We all have a little woo-woo. Not everyone. Actually, I take it back. Some people are so anti-woo-woo. As a woo-woo person, and I don't even know, woo-woo is a new term. People didn't always say woo-woo. Woo-woo didn't come into existence until about, I'm going to say the first time I heard it was maybe 2016, 2017. But I feel like if as a woo-woo person, when you talk to people who were so not spiritual, so not connected to spirituality at all, and I'm not saying like they need to be, spirituality is a spectrum, you know? It's like you could be someone who your version of spirituality is being super religious, super in the church, really worshiping, doing it, like you're leaned in, right? Like that is a highly spiritual person. But there's also a realm of spirituality that exists outside of traditional religion, and it's just wanting to find what is the natural occurrence of your experience of spirit and what exists larger than us, right? Like that's another form of that. I think that's what people usually are talking about, being woo-woo. And then there's some people that you talk to and they like could not care less. Like it's not even that they're like atheist or agnostic. It's just like they could not care less. Like sometimes people are religious and also not woo-woo, and they're like, I don't care. Like, you know what I mean? And you are talking to them, you're like, oh my God, in this rock. And they look at you like you have a fifth head. Like not just a second head, like, but you have 5 heads out of your head. And they're like, we don't know what you're talking about. And they don't want to know. And so I appreciate that Amanda's woo-woo, because, you know, to me, that was a big like me. I like it. And I like that if I was to talk to Amanda, she would not look at me like I have 5 heads. If I was talking and in my woo-woo bag at that moment, if we all said, you know, let's do a little breath work, you know, because a non-woo-woo person, you take them to a sound bath, you take them to a breath work class, you take them to a really good yoga class, and they're like, that was boring. They're like, I fell asleep. And you're like, you fell asleep? They're like, I fell asleep. And it's not because they're tired. It's because they're like, they just do not care. They just don't care. So Amanda and I, we can go to a sound bath together or something. But she admits to the psychic slash medium slash someone who is just getting an acting job for being a psychic. And she mentions that her kid had passed away and that she wishes that the spirit of the kid would come visit her. And this is just when it gets really heavy and really sad all over again. And Amanda comes back to the table and you can tell that she's a little sad, but everyone kind of ignores her because they're over her because of the whole her talking shit about ghostwriters of it all. And so they don't realize that she's sad because they're like, we don't care. You were mean to our friend. So Jennifer and Sutton, they revisit their conversation because Kyle's like, oh, do you think I'm a liar? It turns into, again, a nothing burger. And Dorit, now with the fire of Amanda being not nice to her earlier and Sutton saying, oh, Amanda was talking about your divorce, Dorit's like ready to confront her. So she's like, Amanda, I heard you were gossiping about me. And Amanda, instead of being like, yeah, I said that, she goes, I don't remember the conversation. And then she tries to pull Kyle into it, which I thought was really interesting because what Dorit was talking about was not about what Amanda said to Kyle. It was about what Amanda said to Sutton, Kathy Hilton, and Jennifer Tilly. But then that just proved that Amanda said it twice, which was just like, I don't know if Amanda knows what show she's on. I said that a couple episodes ago. I don't know if she knows what show she's on. And her learning curve is steep. It's very steep. She has a very steep learning curve. Because I don't know if she knows what she's doing. Because in that moment when Dorit is asking her, she's like, "When was this?" And it's like, "Girl, you were on the show Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Nobody cares when this was. Did you say it or did you not say it? You said it and there was a camera around. That's all that matters. We're not getting into production days. It's not a production schedule meeting. Get out of here." So Amanda realizes that this is not going well, and obviously she's emotional. And she just goes like, "Look, I'm going to be honest with you. I can't do this right now because I'm sad that my kid passed away." And I commend her for being so honest and truthful in that moment. I think that was the right thing to do. And it completely unarrests the group. Everyone's like, flabbergasted. Kathy's like, "Who? Your dog?" Like, no one knows what's going on. And when they all find out, then Dorit, instead of stopping the conversation, keeps going. And that was a bad decision. It was a bad decision for her to keep going once she knew that news. But I don't know where they would have moved forward. Not saying that Dorit should have kept going. Just like they should have maybe taken like a moment, a beat. And I think in another circumstance, Erica or Sutton, if they were on better terms with Dorit, would have been like, "Hey, Dorit, calm down." And this is actually something that Garcelle probably, if she were still in the show, would have done. Garcelle would have been like, "Dorit, calm down. Like, slow down, Savannah." But we didn't get that. And so then what happens is kind of this like slow car crash of just a catastrophe because Dorit looks like a terrible person. All of the girls are kind of left holding the bag. Amanda's like, "I gotta go. I want to go with my husband." She leaves under duress. Kyle gets up because she feels bad. Kathy gets up because Kathy thought she was talking about her dog. And, everyone tries to console Amanda. And Kathy ends up convincing Dorit to come back and be the bigger person, which I gave Kathy a like us point in that moment because I feel like sometimes you do just need someone to take control and say like, "Hey, we need to fix this. You need to fix this right now. You don't fix it later, you fix it now." And I liked that Kathy got on top of it and like decided to make that decision to do that. So Dorit comes out. Dorit says sorry to Amanda. They kind of have another moment of like friction. And, Amanda was in her right to be annoyed with Dorit because Dorit could have been softer and should have been softer and should have been kinder. And I think Dorit completely misread the situation and completely misread how to behave. And I think, yeah, it was just bad all around. And whoo, what a doozy of an episode. Heavy, heavy, heavy. I will say I'm really glad that the producers brought Natalie on because she seems that she's going to be like a really great addition and a really fun time to get to know. So I'm excited to get to know Natalie more. And I am excited for you all to join in on the Like Us Scorecard next week. Please, please, please use it. Please send me your screenshots, DM me, let me know how you like it. I put so much of my heart, soul, and energy in making this. I had no one help me make this. I figured it out and did it, and I'm so proud. And so it would mean the world to me if you use it and I see like even one Instagram screenshot would mean everything. So let's get into the scoreboard for episode 6. So as I said, there were not a lot of like us moments, but the big winner of the episode is Rachel. Rachel had 3 points. One with her Spanglish of saying basta. I thought that she was a part of the book deal cheer, which everyone got points. Everyone got 1 point for that. And lastly, what I really liked is Rachel had a saying when Amanda did bring up the like one-upping of the books. She says, "You don't need to bring someone else down to lift yourself up." And I love that. I feel like that is so important to remember when wanting to show up in friendships with people. Is it's okay to celebrate other people's wins. And sometimes celebrating someone else's wins means you don't even need to bring up your own. And I just love that Rachel did that. And so Rachel gets 3 points and she is the winner of the episode with 15 points in her total score. Now the Friends of also showed up. They always get points whenever we get an episode with Gentil and Kathy. They have gotten points every time they're on screen. So Gentil was a part of the book deal cheer. So she got a point for that. And I like that Kathy made people make up in the moment and that she called Dorit out and said, "You need to be the bigger person right now." I like that. Good moral compass. 2 points for the Friends of. Now, Everyone else got single points. So Kyle for the book deal, Bose for sharing her IVF process, Erica for her book deal cheer, and Sutton for the book deal cheer. So overall, our top contender of the week was Rachel Zoe, but Erica Jane is still very much in the lead. She has 50 points right now overall. And in second place are the Friends of with 35 points. Dorit is going down on the scoreboard, but she started off so strong this season. Her and Kyle are now tied with Rachel Zoe in third place with 30 points. Amanda and Bose are tied in fourth place with 25 points, and Sutton is still tailing behind with 15 points. But if you believe that not being relatable makes you a winner, then Sutton's in your lead, right? So that's it for the end of this episode. And I just want to say thank you again so much for tuning in, listening here to Like Us Pod. Please play along, and I will chat with you all again next week.